All right. Absolutely amazing, folks. Big Jeff has done it again. So, here we go. Let's check this out. Let's do this. Absolutely amazing, folks. Big Jeff has done it again. So, folks, if you're watching, I am a technical savant. No, is it's the one who can't use technology. I forget which one that is. So I totally apologize. Uh, Folks, if you're watching, I am a technical. I feel really bad about that, but wow, we're going with it. Okay. I am now. I am now attempting to do it again. Okay. The task is 05901356. My current data is Dragon's Maw and Boar's Head. Why is my thing so messed up here? There we go. Dragon's Maw and Boar's Head. So you're back. It's good to see you. So 15901356. I hope Starseed is back. Sorry I'm bailing on you, Starseed. It's just amazing when I can't keep the stuff going. So all right. Let me get rid of the volume from this one. There we go. Okay. So, wow. Keep turning the volume off and it keeps coming back. Okay. You know, it's funny you're talking about the music. Yeah, it kept coming back. So you were talking about the music on not having music. The problem is I have an alternating beat and then I have a main beat and then it just really depresses my heartbeat. So it just calms everything down and the heartbeat depression is what really kind of gets you in the zone. So why does it sound like a scary movie now? Yeah, see that technical thing, man, it just gets me every time. All right, so I got focus here. So I'm not sure what this target is supposed to be. Um, this no, I can't play anything. According to, if I ever want to monetize any video that has any kind of music that has any sort of copyright issue, then they won't let me monetize it. So if I ever get to the point where I want to make money off of something, uh, they'll look back on my previous videos and say no, which is okay. I mean, I don't need to make money. All right, 0590-1356. I'm pretty sure these two are AOLs. AOL. All right. So I want to reach over, pull open the door. What's behind the door? All right. So the visual is a silver tray on top of a table. It's I don't know if it's a buffet or whatever, but it's a silvery surface on top of a table. So this is a table. Feels like an event. Is this a birthday? Is this a funeral? Incriminating evidence. Nice. Well, I'll tell you what, your number is getting weirder and weirder. So I've got a mountain range. Feels like a warm area. I got fairies. Um, I don't the There's something about this that is either, I mean, that really feels like it feels like the ranch. It feels like I can't remember the name of the ranch. The ranch out there by New Mexico that they got the TV show. What is the name of the ranch? Bigelow had it for a while. Oh, no, just what's the name of the ranch? Um, it's Skinwalker Ranch. So, anyways, this feels like the Skinwalker Ranch. It's got the same warm mountain range, Walker Ranch, same open feel, electromagnetically active. There's strange things going on. It could possibly be Shasta too right now. Shasta is really warm right now, and it's also extremely electrically charged. But it's got the whole Skinwalker Ranch feel. So wherever it is, whatever that mountain range is, um, well, do you want me to keep going with the target? Because I can keep going. Uh, it's up to you. I'll tell you what. How about we do this? How about we do this? So, is this data correspond with yesterday's target? Keep going. Okay. All right. Because I was going to say what I can do is I can just erase that and put yesterday's data on there or yesterday's target number, and then we can go with this target number, or I can just keep going. Anyways, this feels like Skinwalker Ranch, warm region, kind of a mountainous area. That's a table with something silver on it. It's got four legs. It's silvery. Feels like an event. This is like a hillside with rocks on it. They almost look like chiseled rocks, maybe faces. I don't know on that one. Kind of feels like the mountainous range with the statue heads. What is it, Maru Island or something like that? Um, so I've got a lot of weird mountainous regions with rocks, warm area, and fairies. Dragon's Maw and Boarhead Inn. Now these two, no clue. But when I looked through that door, opened the door, this is some of the stuff I saw. The fairies and the warm, you'd feel the warm breeze, and it's dry. So I'm gonna keep going. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Um, all right, so it feels like an event. It feels like I wish I knew what this was. Um, the other thing is for whatever reason feels like lunar landing. It's back when they said Santa Claus has arrived. You had these rocks on the slopes. You had the little Ricky Racer thing running around. Um, you had the four-legged spacecraft. It was silvery. It was orange. You had the Skinwalker Ranch feel. So lunar landing is kind of another feel. But Easter Island. That's what it is. Easter Island. All these themes have mountain ranges. They all have mountain ranges. They all have energy. Um, two of them have what you would consider fairies or anomalous energy. Um, what else we got? So I got people. I got Slick Dick number one. So we have, I mean, this right up there with my lunar landing theory. It's some guy with a helmet or protective headgear. Bleed through between both. So I'm doing both. Yeah, hurricane's coming for the. Hopefully, you guys are going to be okay with it. It looks like it's going to be. It has a chance of getting up there pretty big. In both. You, Carrie, I hope you. I hope you have a evacuation plan in place. You can always jump on the plane and come over. I got a spare room and put you up over here. At least until the storm blows over. Um, Plus, you get to meet Copilot. There you go. It's a win-win all the way around. So, anyways, um, it is really funny how the heat is just very. Of course, it's hot as hell in my room, but the heat is really. Can we see that? Nope, can't see that. Heat. So, what is the event? So, is this Elon Musk's failure on the launch pad? Is this the rocket launch, a successful rocket launch, and takeoff of one of the boosters? Is this? All right. So, what is the event, and what is the table looking thing? And is this the lunar landing? The lunar landing is killing me because that really overrides everything else. The same with the Skinwalker Ranch. I mean, it's just overriding everything. Um, so I want to go back on to here, and I want to see the one thing I would regret not seeing. And it's in a little Aloha doll. So it's a little bobblehead Aloha girl. She's got the little ukulele. It's a little bobblehead. What is that? It's where the zoo animals go to Africa. No, they go to some tropical island. On number two, they go to Africa, but the penguins are piloting. Skipper has an affair with the bobblehead doll. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. It's just this little bobblehead doll. So uh, is that the TV in the back? I can't hear it. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and reveal because it really feels like I'm getting two separate pieces of information. I mean, I can't. It's hard for me to tell if it's one target or two, and I'm just kind of like overlapping, like the bobblehead thing. Uh, Carrie says, sounds like a wedding fire, or I think an outdoor event, a fire at a wedding, a fire at a bonfire. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. At a wedding, that'd be cool. Or a football game would be cool. Um, I'm coughing. Maybe. Oh, I'm coughing. Maybe there's smoke. There's always smoke. Okay. Oh, let's define Major Lahar as a Lahar that would wipe out a portion of one or more of these cities: Enumclaw, Auburn, Kent, Ashford, Elby, Yelm, Ording, and South Prairie. Let's define wipeout as destroying at least 500 domiciles. To clarify, we are talking about. Okay, folks, if you live in the Ording Valley near my house, your house will be destroyed. No ifs, no ands, no buts. When the volcano explodes, that valley will be underneath quite a bit of mud. Now, I don't know when that's going to be. The mountain is rumbling. It won't take much of an earthquake. Okay, so uh, if Mount Rainier has a greater than 50% chance of having a major lahar between the year 2025 and 2045, please view and describe the Great Red Spot on Jupiter. The Great Red Spot on Jupiter. Okay. If Mount Rainier has less than a 50% chance of having a major lahar between the year 25 and 45, please view and describe the Valles-Schrodinger Valley on the Moon. Wow. So I literally got hillsides that felt very much like the moon's surface. I got this mountain range, and I got this fireball. Um, please describe the Great Red Spot. High energy helmet. So I didn't describe the Val Schrodinger Valley on the Moon. I described the occupants of the Val Schrodinger. You know, when they dropped onto the moon and whatever valley or crater that they were in. So I literally described the event, and even the silvery tray on top of a table accurately describes the lunar landing. So now, does that mean between 2025 and 2045 there was less than a 50% chance? I mean, okay, scroll up for the other target. The other target said if the tasker was able to successfully watch Cartoon Network, time this writing the task at some point during November 25 using his TiVo TV, describe the Brooklyn Bridge. Otherwise, view and describe Mount Rushmore. Well, again, that would be a really good description of Mount Rushmore. Even this highly energetic state, Mount Rushmore, even with the fairies, is, Mount Rushmore is a fire. That's funny. I can smell smoke too. Hell probably doesn't have fairies, so process of elimination. I don't know, man. I don't know if fairies are good or bad. And I kind of wonder if there are good ones and bad ones, and the bad ones are, tormenting people. Okay, so view and describe Mount Rushmore. Cable card. So you did this because of cable card chaos. What is cable card chaos? What is that? That was pretty good. And you're right. Both targets have bleed through on this because there's different aspects of both targets. So you are absolutely correct. That was bleed through in the most heinous way. So for those who are watching, uh, this was a damn it. Where's my camera? Where the hell is my camera? There it is. This is an ARV. The ARV had there were two different targets. Each target had two different choices. It was either A or B. The target parameters were set as let me get back to it here. So the target parameters were set as the first one was Major Lahar in Oregon or Washington. If Mount Rainier blows, is there a greater than or less than 50% chance of the Lahar wiping out 500 residences? So 50% greater would describe the red spot. 50% or less between 2025 and 2045 would be um, describe Valles Schrodinger Valley on the moon, and I'm pretty sure that's where they landed on the moon. That's where they planted the flag and did the whole steps thing. The process of elimination there are thieves and take our teeth. Yeah. Hawaii's got some pretty weird. They got some pretty weird cryptids. It would be fun to go over there and find the cryptids. So, or I need to go to bed. God, it's got to be 10. It's got to be 1 o'clock there. Oh my God. Okay, the other target was if the task was able to do something. He would the description of the Brooklyn Bridge. If he can't do something, then I would describe Mount Rushmore. So it was either going to be the Brooklyn Bridge or Mount Rushmore. And either way, I've got a mountain range, I've got rocks, I've got, so Mount Rushmore would be an obvious choice. A lot of my data corresponds to Mount Rushmore. So it's funny because when I have two targets that are very similar, it's very hard to kind of separate out the data. And I can't, why am I getting conflicting data coming in? So that was, excuse me, that was actually a really fun, aside from all the missteps and having to redo this. So faces. Did I say faces? Yeah, Easter Island. Um, but it also felt like a funeral or a birthday. So it felt like a very wild event where it was either extremely joyous, or you're very sad or scared. So, um, and then the bobblehead thing. I having the little dancing Hawaiian girl with her ukulele. That was a very vivid. I mean, the very vivid thing. Yeah, sitting on the dash of that rickety old plane that the penguins were flying. So yeah, that was really cool. That was a really good target, man. Do they have birthdays at Rushmore? Tourists doing stuff? Yeah. Mount Rushmore has faces. Yeah. And that's the thing. That's Easter Island has they have heads and faces. So yeah, I mean, and it's on a hillside, and it's like wow. I mean, Mount Rushmore definitely came through, along with uh, Mount Rainier. So I and I don't know. I don't know how much of this I'm just kind of dreaming up or what, but it feels like I got the moon part right, and it feels like I got the mountain thing right. So, well, that was a good one. Hey, I told you I'm doing Twitch now, or trying to do Twitch. I'm actually trying to learn how to do Twitch and get that so I can go on and do live streams. Um, I you can see how bad I am here, so it's going to be even worse over there until I get things um, taken care of. So it's going to be kind of a fun transition to where I learn how to do something to where I'm actually skilled at it rather than do something and just fail every time, which I've been doing pretty consistently now. But mm, someone wants to hire me and he wants me to do this as a particular job. And I'm kind of kicking it around because it'd be nice to get out of contracting. It's much safer. The deal with it is can I do it? So um, I may have to drag you along just for somebody to talk to. It would be interesting, and just have you sit there with me for I don't know however long it takes, 4 hours a day, 6 hours a day, and get paid to remote view. Um, I don't know how it would work out. I don't even know what I'd be doing. And that was one of my biggest concerns is if I was going to do this and if I was actually going to take this job to where somebody pays me this amount of money to do this hourly, am I going to be able to do this consistently and give someone good results? I really one of my biggest fears is doing I could do good views. I can do good remote views. I get a good feel for these targets sometimes and I have no clue why. But am I going to experience burnout where it's my skills change if I'm unhappy, if I'm not trying hard enough? I'd be terrified of that because I don't like doing a bad job. I mean, I've turned down a lot of work because I am terrified of doing a bad job. And unfortunately, when I'm in a situation where I'm working and somebody says, "Hey, I want you to do this," and I don't care what happens, then unfortunately I do that and my quality of work will go down, even though I'm doing exactly what they told me. And I know and I hate it in my heart and heart, because it's absolutely the wrong thing. Is if it doesn't feel like you're doing a good job, you've got to stop and walk away. So, what's up?
Your doctor's appointment, you have to be there at 7:45 in the morning.
7:45. Okay. I'll wrap. What time is it?
It's 10:15.
Yeah, I'll wrap this up and I'll be in there shortly. And here I gotta pay. I don't even know how much I gotta pay. I gotta pay to go see a new doctor, because my old doctor quit. So now I gotta go see a new doctor, and my insurance doesn't pay for regular visits. Actually, if anything happens to me on the job, which it always does, I have to pay $9,000 before my insurance does anything. So it's just catastrophic insurance. I think it's a couple $100 a month. So it's better than nothing. I can't complain. Oh yeah, I can. I complain all the time. But I don't know, man. Having a job that pays consistently, where I'm not going to get my ass sued, I'm not falling off ladders, I'm not digging ditches, I'm not out there playing in the hot sun. I mean, I'll miss it. I like playing in the hot sun, and I like digging ditches, and I like breaking things. But the thought of getting sued has been really strong, and I just don't want to take a chance and lose my house. I'm too old. So, this 300, okay, I think this 300-second event occurring once counts as a successful, maybe bad wording. I should have said at least once. So now I wonder if I got Mount Rushmore because I'm able, in the future, able to watch more than twice 300 plus seconds at two distinct times. Don't know what that means. I don't know. So I, before I came on here and did this event, I was talking to him and I was trying to get him to tell me exactly what the job would entail. What would I be doing? What were the hours? Am I working with somebody? Am I going to sit there and just talk to myself for 6 hours a day? Um, I could, I have a business. I could set myself up as a business contractor. Go in, do a job, get out. I don't know all the ramifications, and I got to check on the legal status, but that's not an issue. I'm already equipped to do that. Um, the deal is I don't understand the job. What does he want? And 8 hours a day for doing something, either A, I'm going to get a lot done or I'm going to get nothing done. I don't know. Oh, literal. Okay, so literal reading of the task. I may have messed up by saying once instead of at least once. It'd be like if I put a view out to ask if Trump gets elected once and getting a negative answer since he is elected twice. Yeah, mental fatigue. Yeah, without a doubt. So what I think that I would be experiencing mental fatigue. I like remote viewing. I do, I don't know, 2 hours in the morning, and then how long am I on here? From 6 to 10, 11. But the deal with that is I'm not only remote viewing, but I'm with friends. So I'm with you, I'm with Carrie. I mean, we're having a good time. Everybody's laughing. I'm not working. And I get energized by interacting with people. I mean, you want to wind me up, put me in a group of people who are all fun and friendly and want to have a good time. I get wound up, and I do really good work. And that's the thing is I do really good work with the group. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I'd have to take you over there with me, and I got somebody to talk to because that would be kind of hard. And my whole am I doing a bad job issue because I tried ARV with the guy who was doing it for the stocks, and when my scores kept tanking, I knew it was time to, bag it. So I couldn't keep my scores up. I was doing so good in the beginning, so incredibly good, and it just kept getting worse and worse. So you could logically you could say, oh, it was beginner's luck. Well, no, it wasn't beginner's luck. It was I was good back then. I'm good now. It should have continued. I'm even better now. So what changed to make my scores drop? The funny thing was is on several of the documents that I sent in and they returned because they let me see the scoring and how they, you know, did I do good, did I do bad? They would write in the notes. They said, "Well, you guessed, you did a very good job of picking the wrong picture. A very good job of picking the wrong picture, multiple times." So I want to do a good job. Yeah, yeah. So like the last couple of days, I've been off for, oh, I don't know. God, I've been off for so long. It's getting scary. Anyways, I've been off. So what I do is I go and I take care of around the housework. I take care of weeding, gardening, chickens, making things, getting the. I'm going on vacation in a little bit, so I have to prep up for the vacation. I got to get things ready so I can, leave. And so I'm doing a lot of work cleaning and locking things up. And so I literally can get outside and get some. I mean, if you want to clear your head, you go outside, you get some good sunshine, even for a couple hours. That will clear your head. Um, the sweat and the loss of salt will make you kind of woozy, but yeah, it's good for you, man. No, I'm not. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to turn one of my. I'm a contractor, for God's sakes. I'm going to turn my room into an office. I will not work somewhere else. It would be really stupid for me to work somewhere else. I'll go into my office. I'll change the door to a solid core door with a lock and a light. I'll insulate the walls so I don't have to worry about noise. I'll get rid of my rooster. I mean, I won't need anything. I got everything here. I got good connection. Um, it'd be something. And then I'll be able to get a bigger desk to have all three, four. I got four computers here, and have all four computers on a bigger desk that wraps around better whiteboards. I really, really want. I want like a rack of these whiteboards that overlap. So you can take one, you just roll it over. You take one, roll it over. So you have a stack of about 8, and then I can roll them all over. And then after the view is done, then I go back through and I take pictures. But I don't lose anything. I can go back and review my work uh, with just a quick pull. It's so nice to go back on your work instead of trying. I'm losing my eyesight really fast. So it's really nice to be able to see this compared to a picture. Um, UPS for my computers. AC. Oh yeah, yeah. I would have the room as cold as possible. I pay an arm and a leg for Puget Power, but if I was going to do this, I would have an AC. I would have an individual head in my room uh, for uh, exactly that. So I don't do. I don't tolerate heat very well. I'm a big boy. All right. What else? I don't know what to do, man. I got big dreams of where my app can go and where my company can go, and I don't know if I can handle it. So it's going to be an interesting couple of days when I try to figure this out. In the meantime, I'm going to do a whole bunch of batches of blackberry jam uh, and some more blackberry vinegar. I don't know if you cook, so let me know. This is blackberry vinegar. This is the stuff I originally made, and I'm gonna check to see if I can. Oh, dude, you have no idea how good that smells. I'm gonna check and see how to add fresh blackberries to it, and do the whole process where you feed the stock, get it going again, and then just keep adding more and more blackberries into it until you get this super condensed super uber blackberry vinegar. Oh God, it's so good on. It's so good on salads. Anyways, I got to do that some point this week. Get all this prepped up. Get my peaches down. Get my blackberries made into jam. And then as soon as I get it, I'll have to swing by and drop you off a little bit so you can try that. I've got like little sampler bottles of blackberry syrup and blackberry vinegar. I'll have to swing by and drop some off because you're just going to go, oh my God, it's so good. So good. All right. That was a cool target. I felt like I did really good. Probably did it wrong, but I mean, it still felt really good. So if you got more, man, let me know, and we'll line them up and knock them out. I got a murder that we got to do tomorrow. I want to go back and I want to do the two girls that are missing. I want to do the guy that's missing. This is for Find Me. That's the two girls, the guy that's missing, and the new person that is missing. So that's three separate people that we got to look for. Four separate people we got to look for. And on top of that, I have I think one or two other jobs that we got to do. So we got a busy week. We got to knock a bunch of stuff out. But if I'm not working, we're gonna just jump in and get it done. And if I quit messing with my OBS, then we're gonna. I tell you, it scared the crap out of me because I changed something and all my settings went away. So I couldn't do I couldn't set up my YouTube channel with the broadcast the way I wanted. I couldn't do anything. All my Windows settings had changed, so I panicked. So very frustrating. All right, dude. I will catch you later. I'll let you know how the doctor's visit goes, and if I got a good-looking nurse or if I got just some old stodgy guy that goes all the time. Lose some weight. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Gonna be interesting. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Uh, if anybody has any suggestions on how I can be a multi-billionaire without actually working 8 hours a day, let me know because I love doing this. Mercury in retrograde. Oh my God. Oh my God. Carrie, if you're awake, go outside. I forgot all about this. It's uh, it's 1 o'clock there. You go outside and look to, I think it's the northeast. Last night I walked out on my back porch at 4 in the morning, and well, first off, I woke up and I'm looking up, and we have a skylight in our room, and the skylight lit up, brilliant blue flash. So, uh, yeah, so a brilliant blue flash, and it woke me up, and I'm like, well, I didn't know what it was, so I figured somebody had driven into our driveway. So I walk outside, and I'm walking out the door, and as I open the door, big, big flash right outside as I'm looking out the door at the top of the door. It was like, wow. And I'm walking out there and butt naked in my backyard, looking up at the stars, going, oh my God, this is so cool. So the moon was out last night. The moon was out last night. And, God, that was good. That was really bad. Sorry. Uh, but the moon was really killing the view, but still there was enough cool bolides coming into the atmosphere that they were just blowing up. It was really awesome. Okay. All right. Well, Carrie, it's good talking to you. Co-pilot, it's good talking to you. I had one doctor who quit after a week since seeing him after waiting months to see him. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. This is my fourth doctor. I had three wonderful girl doctors, and they were very nice and just these little wonderful doctors. And they were great. But my previous doctor was this grumpy old guy. He was good, but he was just a grumpy old guy. Did not like him. I wanted, I wanted my little doctors to come back. So, all right. Let's go to Twitch. Go to Twitch. Apple TV device. Roku does not have Twitch. Prime, I guess, allows you to do a lot of cool things too. So if you go to Twitch, I'll set you up so that you can do the whole behind the scenes thing too, where you go in and you can write I don't know, cut the videos up, do clips, and I don't understand how Twitch play. I can't even figure out how to play anything on Twitch. So it's going to be a learning curve for me. But yeah, we'll worry about that later. Okay. All right, guys. You can see the northern. Yeah, we saw the northern lights when they rolled down here into Seattle. So you have to use your phone to really see them well. I saw them because I can see peripherally really good. I can't see directly really good. And unfortunately, that was a couple months ago when my eyes were better. Now my eyes they're going fast. So I'm not able to see. It would have to take a really powerful northern light, or I have to tape it with my camera in order to see them because I'm really losing my nighttime vision. I think it's cataracts, but I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I just, I'm gonna roll with the punches, get her done. Anyways, I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping in, and thank you for getting me all geared up. You guys have a good one.